Fun with patterns. So, students, this is a new chapter for today. This is chapter number 5 and present on page number 53. Fun with patterns. So, this is basically related to your math. Okay, because patterns comes under math subject. Okay. So, in computer, what we will learn? In this chapter, we are going to learn about what is step-by-step thinking, what are sequences and patterns. So these two things that we are going to learn in this chapter. So before that, let's go to think and discuss. Raja comes home from the park. He is very thirsty. He wants to drink water. His mother has gone to the market. His father is busy on the phone. Look at the picture below. They show the steps that Raja needs to follow to get water. Number them to show the order of steps he should follow. So to drink water, what should be the correct order for Raja? Okay. So I have already completed this task for you. First Raja goes to kitchen. Then climbs on a chair. Then takes glass from the safe. Then keeps it on the table. Carefully pours water from the jug into the glass. Then drinks water. Okay, this is the process that Raja has to follow to drink water in absence of his parents. Like Raja, page number 54. Okay, page number 54. Like Raja, we all follow many steps every day to do our work, is not it? Have fun, etc. Sometimes we follow the steps without thinking. Sometimes we have to remember the steps and follow them carefully. So there are some predefined steps that we are performing every day. For example, when you wake up, you go to your bathroom. Okay. Otherwise, we can say that to come school, you have to take that particular way. So these are some predefined, or you can call it defined steps that we perform every day. So what is step by step thinking? To do any work, we have to follow a step of steps. Some tasks are simpler. They can be performed in a few steps. Other tasks are difficult. To do such tasks, we need to think about each step and the order of the steps too. This is called step-by-step thinking or sequential thinking. Okay. So what is this? So whenever we are doing a work, there are two type of works. Okay, let us consider there are two type of work. One is simple, another is little bit difficult. So every simple task consists of some few steps. Okay, for example, if I give you a task to stand up and bring that bottle, then there are some few steps involved here, because first step you have to stand up, second step you have to walk to the water bottle, third step you have to you have to take the water bottle in your hand, fourth step you have to bring it to me, and then fifth step you have to hand over to me. Okay, these are only 5 simple steps, but there are some more tasks. There are some difficult tasks which maybe consists of more than 10, 20, 30 steps. Okay, to perform that type of tasks, we must think about each step. Okay, we must think about each step, that what should be the next step and what should be the order of the step. Okay, for example, to boot to power on a computer or booting a computer, what should be the step? You have to plug the power cable on the socket, then you have to switch on the socket, you have to on the UPS, then you have to click on the CPU, then you have to power on the monitor. So this is the proper way. This is a little bit complicated task. Uh, this is a difficult task, but you should follow the order of this step. Okay, you should follow the order of for performing these steps. You cannot turn on the CPU without turning on the UPS, or if you have not power on the main cable, then it is unable, you will unable to on the CPU. So basically there are two types of tasks. One is simple, another is difficult. So to perform that difficult tasks, we need to think about each step and the proper orders also. Okay, this type of things are called step-by-step thinking or sequential thinking. Okay, so here definition is given also here. Step-by-step thinking means to think and act in an orderly manner. Let's see another I can do task given here. Raja's brother Ravi is very lazy. Here are the steps that Raja and Ravi follow to reach school. So they are two brothers. Before going to school, they perform different tasks. So what are those tasks? In first step, Raja wake up. Similarly, Ravi also wake up. Raja brush my teeth. Ravi rinse my mouth. Step 3, Raja rinse my mouth. Ravi brush my teeth. Raja take bath. Ravi have breakfast. Wear school uniform, Raja. Ravi wear school uniform. Raja have breakfast. Ravi take bath. Raja go to school. Ravi go to school. So what do you think? Which step-by-step work is correct? Raja or Ravi? Yes, definitely. Raja's way of doing the task is properly done. But in case of Ravi, this way of performing the task is not correct. Why? Because you can see it clearly. After wearing the uniform, Ravi is taking bath. So question number 1. Who do you think reach school on time? Obviously, Raja reaches school on time. What should Ravi do to reach on the time? The answer is Ravi should follow the routine properly. So, properly routine, there should be a properly routine to do all the tasks. Okay. So before going to school, he must make a routine and should follow that routine correctly. Then only then Ravi should reach the school on time. What steps do you follow to reach on time? Now this is a question for you also. Okay, so now you are going to write the answer here. What steps do you follow to reach school on time? And so it's your task. I am giving this task for you. Complete it by next class. Okay. Next, page number 55. Sequences and patterns. We see many shapes around us. They are everywhere. Sometimes they appear in a fixed order, a particular order in which related things follow each other is called a sequence. For example, the sequence of letters, numbers, shapes, etc. Shapes can also be put together in an order to form sequences. You can see it here. This is a downwards triangle, whereas this one is a upwards triangle. Similarly, there is another triangle. downwards, then another two upwards. So these two objects repeat each other in a orderly manner. So that is called sequences. Okay, a particular order in which related things follow each other is called sequences. Okay, here are some examples or designs we found around us. Okay, these are some examples that we found around us. For example, square colors in our shirts. We call this type of shirts as check shirts. Similarly, rectangles on the floor or wall. There are various wall designs which we can see around us, and by observing those walls or floors, we can see that everything is in a sequential order. Next, page number 56. Page number 56. Designs formed by repeating colors, objects, and shapes are called patterns. So what is patterns? The definition of pattern is designed formed by repeating colors, objects, and shapes. Okay. So these are some examples that are given on page number 56 are called patterns. Okay. So you can see that same color is there in every shape. Same designs are also there in every shape. And same type of objects is also used in every shape in a particular picture. So these type of pictures or shapes are called patterns. Okay. Same color, same shapes, repeat each other. Okay. It's called patterns. Designs. The process and art of planning and making a detailed drawing of something. What is design? The process and art of planning and making a detailed drawing of something. It's called design. So I can do, you have to do this task of yourself. Look around you and draw the repeated pattern used to create different images that's shown in figure 5.3. Okay. You have to choose a shape and you have to draw it here. For example, in case of first image, you have to draw the single shape only. Okay, this shape only, single shape. You have to put it here. Similarly, in second picture, you have to draw only one shape. Next, I can tell on page number 57. I can tell. Look at the following pictures carefully. Tick the pictures if it shows a pattern. Yes, first one is a pattern because it repeats itself. First image, second image, again it repeats. First image, second image. So these two images are in a sequential order. Okay, so it is called a pattern. Here, question number B, U clips are there, but these are not in a pattern because this one is a red, then pink, then green, then yellow, then green, then white. Similarly here pink, red, yellow. These things are same shape but not in a sequential order. That's why these are not called as a pattern. Second, there are pencils, color pencils are here. All the pencils are different color and of different sizes. That's why this is, we cannot call it a pattern. Question number D, we can see there are various dices. So these dices are repeating themselves. Okay, red, yellow, green. Okay, red, yellow, green. So in this way, we can say these are of same shapes, same sizes, and same colors. So we can say it as they are in a same pattern. Okay. Question number 2. Do you see patterns around you? If yes, write their name. Yes, we see many patterns around us like traffic signals, zebra crossing, rainbow, and many more. Open page number 58, students. Connect the dots to make as many shapes as you can. Write your answer in the space given. So you have to, it's your task. You have to join the dots and make the shapes as many shapes as you can. Okay. For example, you can draw a square here, then another small square here, then another small square here. Okay, or you can draw triangles. Okay, similarly you can do of your own. Okay, this is a task for you.